Hello students, I am Dr. Praveen Babar. I am working as a Deputy Librarian at Jawaharlal Nehru University. Today we will be discussing about the reader services in the libraries. Reader services is a very important section or a department in the library. It is one of the largest section or department of the libraries in terms of serving the students or the staff of the institution. It also serves the visiting researchers, the journal public in the quest of the use of the library resources and services. So whoever is coming into the library is being dealt by the reader services section at the beginning, at the first instance. So the basic function of the reader services is to provide assistance to the library users for effective, efficient, and easier access and retrieval of library material from the library. So there is a lot of work involved in the reader services section. A workflow is there where a lot of functions and there are a lot of activities being involved in the reader services section. In this section, we provide information services to the users. The whatever the information is required by the user who is coming to the library is provided by the reader services section. The Reader Services section provides basic reference and readers advisory service to the users in person, or it can be through via telephone, it can be through via email, it can be through via instant messaging or any kind of the communication pattern. So whatever the way communication is coming into the library, the reader services come into the action by providing the reference service to the users. Reader services also involves the circulation services. Circulation services are the issue written services, and there are lot many other services are being involved, which will be I will be discussing in detail in the later stage. So the reader services also provide the circulation services. They also provide support to the patrons or the users with the library collections. What is the library collection? Whatever the resources are there available in the library, the equipments available in the library, the services provided by the library, including the digital collections. So these all things are being helped by the reader services staff. Reader services staff responds to the questions regarding the status of the library accounts. That means the circulation that relates to the circulation itself. That what account you have, what number of books a student has or a user has. The interlibrary loan kind of services are being also dealt by the reader services section. The items renewals, if one needs to renew their books and other kind of material, the reader services come into the action. The reader services also takes care of the maintenance of the books, periodicals, and other displays for the users. Whatever the new books are coming into the library, or whatever the new periodicals are coming into the library, they are displayed at the beginning or the entrance of the library, and these are held by the monitored by the reader services section. Reader service section also provide the library literacy and orientation and induction. That is also the induction to the users who are the new to the library. Like the new users are coming into the library, the library support services are given through library literacy and orientation programs. Then library reader services also include the sitting areas. The sitting areas means that the rooms available for sitting and doing the consultation in the libraries, the space available in the library are handled by the reader services section. The research support services, the means the users who are researchers, and they have different kind of reading spacing areas. So those are also being provided space and these are all monitored by the reader services section. Then there are lot of security and safety measures which are taken by the library. There are the rules and regulations which are maintained by the library. So those are also defined and comes under the purview of the reader services in a library. Reader services also provide the development of the user education for students, academics, visitors, and provide a proactive approach for improving the library services. As I told, the security of the library, including opening and closing routines, monitoring book security, invigilations in the library that no user which is not the bona fide user of the library is using the library services. These kind of the security checks are also maintained by the reader services section. Then consistent implementation of library rules, as I already told that the rules which are being implemented in the libraries are monitored by the reader services section. Uh, the reader services section also reviews and maintains the working library web pages and information materials like leaflets, maps, posters. These kind of the materials are being monitored and taken care by the reader services section. Reader service section also assists the readers with the self-service terminals or with the printing, photocopying, computer logons, the OPEX services. These all kind of services are taken care by the reader services because they are at the main entrance or the entry level of the libraries. So whatever at the entry level of the library comes, that comes under the reader services. Then we have preparation of various kind of user reports, statistical analysis of the libraries. These kind of reports are also provided and monitored and analyzed by the reader services section to give the reports to the institution or for like giving the reports for the annual reports or other budgeting reports and other kind of reports. The lot of reports are being designed and developed, which are being monitored by the reader services section. Reader services itself has many services involved in it. Some of the services can be which are included are reference services, periodical related services, circulation based services, library loan services, document delivery services, study room facilities, library rules and regulations, effective use of library material, informal literacy, library users. So whatever these you can see on the screen, these I have already given you a brief of these services, and we will take each and every service in detail, what kind of work is being done in these reader services section, because each service has its own importance. First is the reference service. When we say reference service, it is one of the section of the library which comes under the reader section, which is basically establishing or providing the reference service to the readers. It is also known as the heart of the library because a reader would not be able to find anything from the library until he or she is being assisted by the staff of that particular section, who are basically the reference staff. So all staff at the service desk can assist with the journal inquiries. They are there. The reference section, there is a person who assists with whoever is coming into the library with the journal inquiries. They are giving. They are including, I mean, indulging with the guidance in the arrangement of the library and use of the library catalog. Dr. S.R. Ranganathan has defined reference service as a personal service to each reader in helping him to find the documents answering his interest at the moment, pinpointedly, exhaustively, and expeditiously. When we say pinpointedly, exhaustively, and expeditiously, it means that the services are provided very minutely. These are whatever the user is asking, we have to very cautiously answer pinpointedly. It has to be elaborated, and it has to be very fast in, we have to be very fast in giving this service. Reference service is basically of four types. It includes the directional service, instructional service, factual service, and exhaustive type of service. Why we need to give the reference service in the library? Reference service is required because we need to provide the current awareness needs. We need to provide the whatever is current in the library that has to be provided to our users. We need to provide the journal reading need, journal help in providing the journal reading needs of the users. We provide the quick reference needs of users, and then we help them in finding the reading materials. We help them in assistance in use of the library. We help them with the personal problems, personal developments they require, whatever they are asking for in the personal capacity. We help them with that. In addition to that, we also help them with the research and related needs that also comes under the reference service. So basic idea is to save the time of the user by providing the reference service at the reader's desk, reader service section. There is a reference desk where the reference librarian is being there, who immediately is being into help whoever comes to the library. Then under the reference service only, the assistant services are being given at the readers services section level. They are helped with the or we help the users to identify and locate the needed material. Many materials bibliographic tools are complex to use and needs interpretation for using such tools. So the assistant services come into action over here. Then assistance or nutrition with using the library is given by locating the materials. We help them using how to use the catalogs, how they can use the computers to access the information. We can the reference services or assistant services in particular give the reference services to its users. The assistant services can be brief. They can be based on the factual answers to the questions, such as addressing the statistics, statistical answers being given, then some kind of personal numbers, or they, whatever the bibliographical tools are required, that can be assisted with by providing the located or answering those queries. Basically, library should develop an environment where users can institute that they are in a hub which can expose plenty of intellectual and information resources to them. It is a place basically where it's place of convergence where users set them apart from the other professional providers, so that the maximum is being assisted to the users. Then we come to the instruction-based services. This is also provided at the reference desk or the reader services section. Libraries are providing the instruction or orientation-based services. They are the guided tools where the users or the students or what kind of the clientele patrons are there. They are being help with the layout of the library building or location of various resources and services they are being told. So a guided tools can be given to the users. Then we have library instructions being given, like point of views indicating that what kind of bibliographical tool can be used, or what kind of indexing or abstracting service can be used, what kind of electronic mode of communication, electronic mode of tools can be used. Like now internet is available, or there are lot many kind of things, presentations and other kind of tools being available in the libraries, which can be used as the library instructions. So instructional services help in the class educational experience, and library becomes a gateway to the information resources for the users. That means when a student is coming or a user is coming to the library, he gets the experience of getting a class kind of environment where he or she is being helped with whatever the resources required, whatever is being asked by his teacher or faculty. The support is provided by the library, and then we provide the digital displays at various point of libraries to give directions and instructions. That means that we are providing the digital boards and other kind of services, so that if one is not coming to the reference desk or reference librarian, he or she is guided by the display boards being there at the library entrance itself. Then, in addition to the reference services, there are reference services which are provided in the reference section or reader services section of the library. Referral services includes two major things. One is the referral center, and other is the referral type. So referral center is an organization which directs researcher to information and appropriate sources, but does not supply the document. So it means that if some document is not available in our library, we are directing the user to another library or institution with the information that appropriate source is available at that particular institution. So referral service is basically a type of reference service in which an information seeker is directed to an agency or an institution or an expert outside. He or she can be it can be to a person also. So we say expert outside the library, where from the information may be obtained by the user, to whom we are not able to support at our library. So this service refers to user to another library with more specialized library librarian or other experts. It is also referring to the library users to another more appropriate resource center, and one can use the library with bibliographic research uh, or other kind of services of other libraries to know and get what kind of resources they have, because we should know what resources they are getting, the other organization is getting. So to give a referral service, a person should know about the other organization through their bibliographical or indexing or abstracting services, that these things are available at other institution. In addition to this, reader services has a very important component, which is the periodical related services. The periodical section is a altogether different section, but the display of the periodicals is done at the reader services section. There is a room where the periodicals are being displayed. It can be monitored by the periodical section, but generally the reader services monitor those kind of sections where journals, magazines, newspapers, and other literature are being displayed. It's an open shelf system which is adopted in this section, and readers have access to the wide range of magazines, newspapers, topic of their relevant research. They are the latest things which are being available. Then we have bound periodicals and back issues are arranged alphabetically in the title, but that are not covered under these reader-based services. Only the current issues which are displayed in the display racks come under the periodical related services of the reader section. The access to this collection is inside. Only the photocopy of the material is being allowed. These are not issued to the users. They are only for reference purpose. Only the photocopy can be done. Later, when these move on to the bond volumes area, then the issue return of the bond volumes is permissible from time to time. So these were some of the display sections or reference based sections we have discussed. But a very important component of the reader section is that we have a library circulation section where the charging and discharging of the resources, the materials like books, other kind of material is being done. So the library circulation section comes under the reader section. Uh, Here, the circulation works refers to all kind of activities performed and procedures adopted for the registration of users, where issue and return of the documents are done. The maintenance of the statistics is done, that how much has been issued in a day, in a month, or in a year. So similar kind of statistics are being done. Then we have gate registers, like how many people users are turning into the library. We maintain the regular users, that means the users which are of the institution. We maintain registers for those users who are not of the institution library, but they are coming for the reference purpose, or they are coming for the research purpose in the library from other institutions. So a proper records are maintained at the circulation section. Then property counters are there, where the where the bags and other things are being kept in the library at the property counter. When the user enter into the library, the bags and other materials are not allowed in the library, so they are to be put into the property counters. In fact, circulation section also deals with the lockers, where the locker services are given, where, like for the researchers, lockers are being provided where they can put their material in the lockers. A circulation or lending department is one of the key department of the library, which does the major functions of the library, because a library is nothing without the circulation of books and other materials. So they are performing a full range of circulation desk procedures using the automated systems, that is the LMS, library management system, which is being implemented by the library. It includes the charging of books, magazines, and other library holdings. The circulation section also is involved with the overdue books, which can be recalled by the circulation section. That means if the book is overdue for a particular period of time, then those can be recalled by the library circulation desk. They also collect the fines and the dues if the books are or the material is written late. There is obviously a particular fine being charged. So these are also collected by the circulation section. Then we have the discharge of incoming library materials. That means those the material which have been uh, written by the users. So those kind of statistics we have to maintain after being taken the returns. In the public service point, basically the circulation is a public service point of the library, having the circulation desk. They have a loan desk, usually found near the main entrance of the library. The circulation is always near to the main entrance of the library. It provides the lending services and facilities too for returning the loaned items, and renewal of the materials and payment of fines are also handled at the circulation desk, as I told just now. This section also keeps the records of all registered users of the library, their transactions, loan periods, browsing privileges, etc. It also supervises mainly other miscellaneous jobs, like supervises the jobs like maintaining the gate registers. We do the entries, take the entries of the users who are entering into the library, maintain the statistics of the property counter, the lockers for the research scholars. So these kind of miscellaneous jobs are also supervised for by the circulation section. So, what are the basic objectives of the library circulation services? To define few, we need the library circulation services are there to maximize the availability of library materials to be used, and thereby optimizing their use. Library circulation services also adopt effective charging and discharging system and procedures for lending for all type of users with reference to the different types of documents. And then we need to develop means and mechanism for generation and maintenance of the records. So these are basic objectives of the library circulation. And if we talk about the work involved, we lot of work is involved in the library circulation. Like once the user come to the library, we register him. So registration work is required, where all forms are being filled by the users, and they are put entered into the library systems. LMS, the details of the users are put into the LMS. Then lending of the documents is the major functionality of the circulation section. Changing of charging of the overdues, then reservation of books. As I told, if some book is not available at this moment, the user has the facility at the circulation desk to reserve his or book, that next when it comes will be issued to him or her. Then all the maintenance of records, maintenance of statistics, interlearn library services are being the part of the circulation services. Let me tell you about a brief about the book reservation service. As I told in the previous slide, that book reservation services come under the reader services when we require book or reference which is not found to be in the cataloging process or is already borrowed by any other user. You can make a reservation offline or online, means you can do by your LMS system, library management system, also through the web page which has been given to you, by logging into your membership through your membership ID. You can log in and reserve the book which you want, which is not particularly available at the present time. The library allows reservation only to the borrowed ones, and one should not make reservation to both the original copy and its duplicate at the same time. That means that if there are two or more copies, all the copies should not be reserved. Only the one which is being borrowed one should be reserved for near future. When the book or reference is returned, the library service system will automatically email you or notify you, or you can come to the library to check whether the book has been returned, to make it again issued to you. So reserve books will be kept at the service center, basically at the circulation center, circulation section for 7 days. Generally, that is the period which is defined by most of the libraries, but it can vary. So notification will be sent to the reader who requires the reservation. If he or she doesn't come, turn up for this reserve book. Next reservation who has done for that particular item or take the book or any material will be given to the next reservation person. So this is how the reservation are done in the libraries. In addition to that, reader services also involves a shelf management activities, because lot of issue return has been done. So books when come into the library, they piled up at the circulation section. So they need to be placed at the proper shelving position of their position in the library, whether they are into into the stacks. So shelf management involves shelving of the material by professional staff, or shelf reading staff by the senior professional staff. So the books are written, are sent to reshelving and shelf management to the respective location by the reader services section. Then further, the section in charges of those particular sections will take care of the books where to shelf it. But the moment the books are piled up, or in the evening when they are bundled up, they are moved to the respective locations by the reader service section. The aim is basically to ensure that every book is placed at the right place, so that retrieval can be facilitated immediately by the users. Uh, Another way of making it easy for users is to find what they want in the libraries is the readers service section, where it is a service point at I mean service point is there where it can be monitored, or it can be help to the users in providing the best possible uh, service. So these are some of the services. In addition to that, we also at Reader Services provide the study room facilities. There are a lot of reading rooms in the library. So these reading room facilities are also monitored by the Reader Services section, because an attracting reading room is always attracting the library users to come and read over there. The physical sitting over physically, they are sitting in the libraries, in the reading rooms. So these reading rooms are monitored. I mean, the seats availability, the availability of the rooms, the faculty rooms which are being there in the library, these are all maintained and facilitated by the Reader Services section. So some library reading room facilities which are there, that should be there, includes that these reading rooms should be very attractive to the users, so that there is a aroma there, that they can sit for a long duration of time. There should be proper lighting and ventilation in the rooms, that should be monitored by the library staff and the Reader Services staff. Then the library reading should have to be very neat and clean. So the cleanliness and other things are monitored by the sections, Reader Services section. Then reading room must be soundless. If there is lot of disturbance in the reading rooms, the users will be disturbed. So these things to be monitored, that nobody talks in the reading rooms. So regular visiting, monitoring users in the reading rooms is required by the library staff. Proper maintenance of the tables and chairs are required. Well furnished furniture is required in the reading rooms. So these things are also, these are basically maintenance works, but monitored by the Reader Services section. If some problems comes, they will intimate the maintenance section that the chairs are not proper, the furniture is not proper, but monitoring work is done by the Reader Services over here. Then reading section should at present times should have the laptop and equipment charging stations, which means that there should be a PowerPoint, the internet facility, the Wi-Fi facility should be there in the reading room, so that the users can come over there and use the library to the optimum level, the reading rooms to the optimum level. So, in addition to that, one can reserve the rooms as per, or the seats as per the policy of the library in the institution. One can reserve the seat in the library reading room if lot of users are coming and the reading area is less, the space is less, the seats are less. So one can reserve his or her seat with the Reader Services section. If a study room is to be engaged for a particular session, or a group discussion is required, discussion rooms are there in the libraries. Some of the libraries where discussion rooms are being rented to the users on the basis of their demand, but prior demands are to be given to the Reader Services section. Then the library has the exhibition halls, or there are places like at the entrance. There are spaces where the displays are there. So sometimes the faculty and the school centers require those spaces for display to their students. So they are also being reserved. They can be lent it out to the required users, but that reservation is as per the library policy and is predefined. In addition to that, Reader Services also requires to monitor the rules and regulations of the library. Whatever the rules and regulations are defined by the library authorities, these are monitored by the Reader Services section only. So an organization can run only successfully and efficiently if it has certain principles. These must be followed by the users. So to achieve the desired results without any hindrance, the proper monitoring is required of for application of these rules and regulations. Library rules and regulations are monitored by the reader services section and is responsible for creating the basic library rules in the library. They put the notifications from time to time in the library that these are the new rules, or even the leaves, if there is a holiday next day, or there is some time changes in the library for next day or next month, whatever may be, those kind of the notifications are given by the reader services. So some of the rules which the reader services implement in their library are that library is not responsible for personal items that are stolen or damaged in the library premises. So this kind of notifications are given, or notices are being put into the library at various places, that the property should be the personal property should be kept with the users itself. They are the sole responsible for loss of those. Library staff is not responsible. Library staff reserves the right to inspect the bags and other personal property when visitors are entering, because if some malified users or malified things can be found in the bags of the users, can these can be checked by the library staff at the reader services section itself. Some items in the library cannot be copied because of the copyright poor condition and donor restriction. So these copyright books are not issued. So these kind of rules and regulations are being given by the reader services. The library is not responsible for children who have left unattended on the library premises. Like unattended policy should be defined. Library staff may ask visitors to show their IDs at the time of entering the library. Large groups want to visit, like if large number of users want to visit in a group or as a tour, they need to obtain the permission from the library. They have to approach to the reader services section for all that arrangement. Large then photography and recording in the libraries is generally not allowed, so that is also monitored by the reader services section. Certain rooms and other library spaces may have additional restrictions in the libraries. So these restrictions are also monitored from time to time by the libraries. These on the slide you can see some of the examples which are given as libraries rules and regulations, like readers and visitors are requested not to bring their belongings in the library. Adequate storage facilities provided at the entrance of the library. Silence and discipline must be maintained. Use of eatables are not allowed. Users are requested not to shelf the books and leave the books on the reading tables. Photocopies services is available at the some on some payment basis. Students are required to handle books and reading materials very carefully. Lot of their rules and regulations. These are few which have been given uh, on the screen, which are monitored by the reader services section. Finally, the reader services section is also responsible for effective use of the library materials. When a user comes to the library for the first time, he does not have any idea about the library services and which material are housed in the that particular library. It is not possible for him to know what are the new materials arrived in that particular library. So the reader services section or the reference test helps them with those kind of materials. If they are not helping, the effective use of the library is impossible, because if they don't come to know what is available and how to approach their material, the use of the library is will be minimal. For this reason, the librarian should take the fair publicity to inform the library users about the services provided by his or library, and which new libraries are arrived in his library. The publicity helps the library users to keep them up to date with the library collection. It is a good way for effective use of all library material. So how to make these effective use of library material? We need to take certain service from time to time. The service can be of the community of the users or the readers, for ensuring the effective use of the library materials, community surveys, analysis of their needs, what is essentially required by them. Uh, it will further help the librarian to know what kind of the books or the other material is required in the library, what kind of material they dislike. So that kind of policies in collection development can be followed up. According to the survey report, the librarian can develop his library collection basically. And library publicity programs can also be done, which are very important for a library, because this type of programs introduce all library material and services to the library users. Library publicity programs include display of the recent arrivals. It can be book displays, display of issue and bulletin displays can be done. Lectures and other talks on the latest books can be displayed, and they can be even delivered from time to time. Related lectures can be done. Then we can arrange the book festivals, or seminars can be done about the library services, as in the previous slides we have told that orientation and inductions can be done. So seminars can be also done. Related workshops can be done on the resources which are being procured, the online resources, the print resources which are procured. The author workshops can be done. Seminars can be done, lectures and related workshops can be done on various kind of facilities and other material provided in the library. So these kind of publicity programs can be done in the library, and these are some of the activities which the reader services section maintains. Lot many things are also being handled in day-to-day routines of the routine of the reader services staff. But these are the major functionalities which comes under the reader services section. I hope you were able to gain what reader services are and what kind of activities are done in the reader services section, what programs, what kind of help is being given by the reader services section to its users. So thank you so much for patience listening.